This podcast is sponsored by Renewal by Anderson of Central Pennsylvania. Renewal by Anderson of Central Pennsylvania turns 27 this month and wants to thank you, the customer, with their biggest ever new customer discount, the Thank You for 27 Years sale. Get 25% off every window and every door with no payments for 24 months with special financing from now until June 30th. To learn more, visit rbacentralpadeals.com or call 717-523-9509. A bill on its way to the Senate would allow for non-U.S. citizens to teach in Pennsylvania. Over in Pittsburgh, the public school district's proposed code of conduct policy gets some pushback. Bees are going to get a little help from PennDOT and the Pennsylvania Turnpike. And Knoebels Haunted Mansion turns 50. I'm Claudia Dimuro, and you're listening to Today in a PA. A bill that would allow for non-U.S. citizens to teach in Pennsylvania is on its way to the state Senate, reports the Associated Press. The proposal passed through the State House of Representatives on Monday in a 110-93 vote and, should it come to fruition, would let teachers with a valid immigrant visa, work visa, or employment authorization documentation to become eligible for teaching certification. As it stands now, Pennsylvania only lets non-U.S. citizens teach if it's for a foreign language course or if they have a green card and documentation of their intent to become a citizen. Those in support of the bill claim it'll help offset the current teacher shortage. The bill's status remains pending. Pittsburgh Public Schools officials proposed a code of conduct policy designed to punish students for disruptive behavior, reports Pittsburgh's Action News 4. According to the Pittsburgh City paper, the policy codifies school police officers' power to issue summary citations to students for incidents that happen on school grounds. Advocacy groups are saying that this code is worrisome as it doesn't explicitly define or detail some of the terms it uses, such as quote-unquote terroristic threats and quote inciting a melee. Furthermore, critics claim how the PPS is quick to discipline students in the magisterial court system, which keeps them out of the classroom, creates a financial burden on their families, and establishes a criminal record with lasting effects. However, others present at a meeting over the policy that took place Monday criticized the school's current code of conduct policy, stressing the need for citations and student accountability. The district's board of directors is set to vote on the policy today. Pollinator species like bees are getting a little help from unlikely friends, states the Tribune Review, the Pennsylvania Turnpike and PennDOT. Officials from both institutions are planting species such as black-eyed Susans and bee balm along the turnpike specifically because they're beneficial to pollinators like bees and butterflies. This is all part of an effort to boost the local pollinator population, which has taken a hit in recent years, and it's far easier on the eye for travelers as well. Residents are encouraged to plant some of these species themselves to help a pollinator out, so if you're interested, feel free to click on the related podcast article. According to the sign standing outside of it, Knoebels Haunted Mansion is, quote, a terrifying adventure in darkness, says PennLive, and it turns 50 in a couple of days. In honor of the Haunted Mansion's birthday, Knoebels will host a celebration that starts with a panel at 11 a.m. featuring folks such as the original ride's designer. The first 500 guests will be able to enjoy some birthday cake that's going to be handed out, and there's also other events happening throughout the day, like a scavenger hunt with a big prize at the end of it. For more information, again, feel free to click on that podcast article. That wraps up today's episode. For even more news, drop by PennLive.com. And please remember to rate this podcast wherever you may listen to it and to share it around with your family and your friends. Thank you kindly, and as always, thanks for listening. I'm Claudia Dimuro, and I'll be back again tomorrow for another round of Today in a PA. This podcast is sponsored by Renewal by Anderson of Central Pennsylvania. Renewal by Anderson of Central Pennsylvania turns 27 this month and wants to thank you, the customer, with their biggest ever new customer discount, the Thank You for 27 Years sale. Get 25% off every window and every door with no payments for 24 months with special financing from now until June 30th. To learn more, visit RBACentralPADeals.com or call 717-523-9509.